You want zucchini? Okay, few minutes. Yeah, few minutes. Mhm. Hi there. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ed. I'm based in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Yeah, I'm one of the coordinators of this platform. I'm operating out of my house these days, as I think we all are. Yeah. Cannot hear you, Ed. Sorry, I had muted myself. Now can you hear me? Great. Thank you. Sorry about that. My name is Ed. Yeah, I'm operating out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Today in my house, as I'm sure everybody else is in their house. Yeah. Where do I go to hear you? Put your volume up, Michael. If everybody else is hearing me, I guess it's you that has me in mute. If you put your mouse on top of my face, you can also mute me. Yeah. Or otherwise, it's the volume on your laptop. Yeah. Is there anyone joining in from a cell phone? Just say yes. Otherwise, I assume no. Yeah. Try moving your mouse over his face. Yes, that's it. I will show you one feature. Let me change my cam. There we go. If you put above my feature, my face, you mute me. Unmute me, mute me. Yeah, so keep me unmuted. There's one feature that I want you to look into, which is up here on the top right of the header. Yeah, where you have the exit. You have a number of icons. One is to refresh the page in case your internet gets stuck, which is happening frequently these days with the amount of traffic that we're having in the web. Then you have information, invite a friend, and so on. And then there's this one with 9 little squares, which is called rearrange videos. If you click it once, I will be moving to the left. And everybody else who's visible at the moment is just me, will be moving to the left. And counterclockwise, see now I'm on the side, and so on. Yeah, and this makes the background of the room. This makes the background of the room freed. Yeah, so I'm going to give you some hints on what this room is about and what it can do. Yeah, I see we have now also Korush joining in. Welcome. Yeah, this is a digital interactive multimedia room. Yeah, it's based 100% on the cloud. So it's a browser-based tool. We are not installing any software or downloading any apps, which makes it quite helpful for certain things. Yeah. Each room is 100% customizable. Yeah. So we can change colors, we can change the content, we can modify the icons that you see on the left sidebar. Yeah. And we can pretty much integrate into those icons anything which is in a digital format. So be it videos, websites, blogs, learning management systems, images, documents, an Excel spreadsheet from that you have stored in your Google Drive, a PowerPoint. We can do widgets for creative, innovative solutions that might be of use depending on the objective. So these rooms really, depending on what you want to achieve, you design it first, and then you go and you format your icons. Yeah. For example, in icon number 2, yeah, that it's a Wi-Fi logo or icon. Yeah, it says learning management systems. If you at your university you use any specific learning management system, you just put it there where it says open, just click any of them. It pops up your login possibility, and each one of us is going to log in with our own login credentials. Yeah, so we are independently working from each other. The only thing that we have in common in this type of technology is our face-to-face, which in this case I don't see you. Yeah, but we can have up to 8 people here as a working group if this was a smaller session, or up to 60 people in an invisible mode as you are at this moment. Yeah. Let me see some of the chats. Oh, still nothing. One more second. Okay, there we go. Okay, Michael, great. Happy to hear you can hear me now. I am going to for show purposes, I'm going to change the background. Yeah, I am able to integrate, for example, let me see here. I am going to put a whiteboard, yeah, which becomes an interactive tool for for everyone to be on the same page, working on the same document on real time. Yeah. Now in this demo, it's not going to work on a peer-to-peer basis because I will need to invite each one of you through email first. Yeah. But effectively, if we were all connected, what I do, you can see, and what you do, I can erase and change and so on. And this way we can work interactively. There, for example, in the top left, it says unnamed board. Yeah, if you click there, there's a drop-down menu. And if you go down to create from templates, for example, yeah, there's a large selection of ready-to-go templates that you start working on. Yeah, and then save it, share it, modify it, print it, and so on. So that's a pretty convenient feature. Yeah, we can integrate also in the icons live streams. So if you were streaming something through your Facebook Live, through your Facebook account, live, you just put it either on the right sidebar. You see a Facebook icon. If you click it open, that's just a Smithsonian's a Facebook page. You can scroll down, but if there was something being streamed live, you could effectively be watching me and something else on the right. Yeah. Give me one moment. I just got a notice here that there's somebody else trying to come in. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I still see that we have 6 people in the room. Yeah. Can everybody give me a thumbs up through the chat that you're hearing me. I got a funny message which has been, yeah, I'm here. Okay, good. Over the last 2-3 days, there's been a heavy congestion over the internet. Yeah, and okay, great. And there has been some moments where there's latencies, or we need to refresh the room, or somebody freezes, and so on. No? And I think this is going to get a bit more complicated over the weeks to come as everybody goes to work and study from home. So the idea behind this multimedia interactive digital rooms, no, is really to create your own solutions. Yeah, you can through very simple coding be able to integrate into both the background and the sidebars, solutions that make sense to you. If you are, for example, a software, a web designer, or you're studying architecture, or something like this, there's plenty of online tools, cloud-based tools out there that you simply integrate into the room, and and interact with colleagues, friends, teachers, and other people, no, in order to design your own solutions. If you wanted to sell something, no, you can also put a button there linked directly to your PayPal account, and just sell. No, you could be selling an ebook, you could be selling a game, whatever it might be. Now, in the background, I have included a PDF document. Yeah, this could have been a keynote as a presentation tool, and you make it full screen, or you leave me on the side. In order to be able to scroll down the document, once again, you need to rearrange your videos. Yeah, which is the icon with the 9 little squares up on the header. Yeah, rearrange videos once, and now you can navigate through the document. Yeah, and I wanted to show you, if we move down to page, let me see, page 6. You can see the page number as you scroll down. There's a gray header from the PDF tool. Yeah, this gives some ideas of the formats and possibilities that one, as a teacher, or as a doctor, or as a student, can design. No, you could be talking one-on-one, in which case you would both visually be present. You could have up to the 8 people talking to me, visually present. I could move around from room to room. No, this is classroom number 18, but we can create as many classrooms as we want, each one of them with different content. So I, as a teacher, I can send you to another room, or I can put an icon, as we have in the very last icon. There's a little square with an arrow, where you can actually go to another room. These are demonstration rooms that we have in that icon. Yeah. If anyone has a problem with the icons, just send me a chat here. Yeah. And you can either pop open another room. The other rooms are not in a broadcasting mode like we are now. So if you open it, you're going to see yourself, and there might be somebody else in the room, because these are demo rooms. Or you can click go to, and you just get out of this room and go to another room. No? So this is a simple way to create a little digital ecosystem. An ecosystem where, it could be a hospital, a doctor visiting each one of the hospital rooms from a distance, from home or from another location, another clinic. Or it could be a teacher that breaks up the group into smaller working groups and then goes visiting each one of the classrooms. or could be yeah, I have an example here of a virtual, oh no, not in this, a virtual clinic. So first the patient comes into the reception, talks to the receptionist, fills out the insurance papers, and then the lady sends you to the waiting room, and then the doctor picks you up from the waiting room and gives you the teleconsultation, and so on. It's flexible in order to get creative, and this is exactly where we wanted to get a little bit of feedback from the younger generation, no, because we know that there's a lot of new tools and new possibilities out there and apps and so on, no, that you can provide feedback to us in terms of, you know, what type of ideas would make an educational experience better, no, simply by integrating them into one of these icons, either for, you know, own use in your own room, or for a school to integrate in the official classrooms for the students to use and for the classroom to use, no? For example, here is in one of the icons, I have the Khan Academy. The Khan Academy, which has a great and complete YouTube page. No, they have a whole bunch of training and videos for SAT. This could be anything. Coding, could be language lessons, and so on. There's a possibility to integrate 360 and 3D type of virtual tours. No, there's one of the icons that has a virtual tour of the Smithsonian Museum in Washington. This could be anything. No, it could be a school campus. It could be a property that you're trying to sell, an apartment. You just do a little tour, and, you know, people can visit the place. Or before you rent a flat, just go visit it in this format. No, it becomes interactive, and it's much more. The experiences are much more fun than effectively looking at just pictures or something in a web page without somebody else. No, especially nowadays that we're all under lockdown. Hi, Gabrielle. I see that you have joined. We have a Gabrielle from New York. Has an art gallery, and she's planning on using this also to bring in potential customers to look into her art, no, and move around to other rooms to see other artists, and this way create a digital gallery. No, you can change the content of the icons anytime, on real time, and as many times as you want. So if I wanted now to put a quiz to find out how much you have been learning from what I've been saying, no, I could just put it there in an icon. Everybody independently would fill out the questions, which I can format in drop-down formats or in multimedia formats and so on. Press send, and I'm going to get all the responses in the email that I included in the send button. No, so this is also a way to monitor at what time each one of you students finished the exam and so on. No, there's multiple other functionalities. For example, now I'm integrating a facial authentication, no, in order to make sure that whoever is clicking on the send button, or whoever is going to do the test, effectively is the person that says it's doing the test. No, so this just takes a picture, and if you have already been registered in this platform, you would have included a picture of your driver's license or a passport or some sort of an ID. It matches, and it says, okay, David is David, and he can go ahead and do the exam. No, so this way you start creating additional functionalities of value for certain things. No? Another format that we are using these days are virtual events. No, there was a fashion show, no, that was about to be canceled. Ended up being canceled, unfortunately. No, but they said, well, we could actually do the fashion show without any guests. We'll just put the models walking down and forth, and we'll live stream it through the rooms. and we can sell private boxes, with sponsored content and live interviews of the designer and the models or whatever it might be, and make it an experience. We ended up not doing it because they canceled all the fashion shows in Milan. Unfortunately, they were the hardest hits in that area. But this is another format, or each clothing or fashion house would have their own showroom, just like this, with their logo and their content and their videos and product catalogs and so on. And you just go and visit each one as if it was a shopping mall. Each one could be a store. Anyways, let me show you a button that you don't have. Yeah, there is one icon which is right below exit. When you are the owner of the room, you have your own settings button here, which is the one that allows for customizing. So for example, the accessibility, I can put here a password, or I can become invisible as well. Or I can put here that I need to be in the room before anybody else can come into the room. For customizing, you can actually enlarge my image, or actually the image of my mouse now, by clicking on the top right of my video box. Okay. If I want to change the header, I just upload a new logo, remove this one, upload a new one. I can change the colors of the header to whatever color I might like. Let's do it just for the fun of it. Let's go with that one. I can put calls to action. I don't have anything here, but let's see. I can put a login there and just put any website, student login. And when I press save, you're going to see up in the top of the header a new button. Don't press it, because if you press it, you're going to leave the room. But the button is there and the functionalities are there. Let's see. Also, to change the sidebars. For example, if I want to include a Twitter account on the right sidebar, I just click yes here, and I have to choose a Twitter account that you just copy paste from the browser. Let's visit Peru. So I will save, and it should appear on the right sidebar within a few seconds, and so on. Now the little bit more complex feature is actually, I am going to have to refresh my room. I'm not going to refresh myself, just in case. The sidebars on the left, those are the ones that become, each icon is a HTML5 programmable environment. So this is where we put some code. For example, if we go to icon number 2, let me see, the learning management systems. All these things that we see here, the image, the text, and further down the links, that open or take me. For example, this one opened a pop-up page here to log into Edmondo, for the login there. I will close it. This is programmed here, in the icon that says Learning Management Systems, that you can see as a second icon on the left sidebar. And even though it looks a bit scary for those that don't know how to code, it's always pretty much the same commands. Here you include a button, then you copy paste the icon, which is, you get the link from the internet somewhere, a PNG or a JPG file, and so on. You put your text, you get to choose the size of the icon, the color of the text, and so on. And then you just repeat, because here I have the same thing over and over, just linking it to a different image and to a different website. Now the pop-up size of the tab, I can also format it here. If I want just a little pop-up, I put the 2 dimensions here. I can make it a larger visual. You know, this is where imagination comes in, depending on what you want to do, and so on. Some of these are very simple commands, like embed Wikipedia. Yeah, you want it 100% width. It adjusts by itself, and you want to allow full screen. That's it. This is just one code, no? To embed. Let's see, where is Wikipedia? Wiki resources, right there. So embedding the web page here. Yeah, it's simply an embed code, and it's always going to be the same to embed any type of page. Excuse me a second. Has everyone expanded Ed's image so you see full screen? All right, yes, that helps out. You can do that by clicking here. And make myself, whoa, I made myself very large. Hold on. Okay. Now, if I want to include the time and the weather and so on, there's the possibility to adjust those things here in the advanced. It's actually the last item in the menu of the customization part. Yeah, and I can include or not the user flag. Like you can see my Brazilian flag. If you were joining from the US and you were visible, you would have the US flag, or the Peruvian flag, or the Chinese flag. You can put MP3 in order to have some sound when somebody comes into the room. Yeah, this is easy. You can put the time and the weather, or take it off, and so on. Yeah, and then always save and ready to go. So in general, the room is very flexible. You can have one icon, you can have 21 icons. In each icon, you can include 50 digital assets, no, or more or less, whatever you need. A digital asset can be, again, a video from Vimeo or from YouTube, or a website, a blog, a carousel of images. I think I have a carousel of images somewhere here. Schedule an appointment with a teacher, knowledge resources, visit the Smithsonian. Yeah, the second to last icon on your left, yeah, it has a thumbs up. There, it takes a second to load because of traffic, but you can see a logo carousel going by. Then you can see some images of actual rooms, like this one, customized for other clients go by. No, actually, now that I see, you can embed QR codes. This way you can bridge mobile with desktop. Yeah, for example, if there was a survey that the teacher wants to perform, okay, just put it somewhere in a website, create a QR code, and then, take a picture of it, and you have it in your mobile, or also for selling purposes. I love this product. Great. It has a good potential. It's both for working, so for home office. Actually, for home office, we have a remote worker productivity tracking tool, where everybody in my team, let's say I have a team of 20, everybody's at home. No, I can see what web pages they've been spending time on, how long they've been working on Salesforce platform or an Excel spreadsheet, and I can authorize or unauthorize certain websites, at least during working hours. So it's quite convenient. And if I see that somebody's really not performing, I just have my entire team's rooms in one icon. I click and I go see you in your room and say, well, what's happening? No, well, what's the what's the reason for the delays, or whatever might be. The possibilities are huge, for independent professionals. If you're a freelancer, it's much nicer to provide, advice. If you're a mentor or if you're a web designer, you just put it here and you ask your client to come in and you discuss the changes instead of doing it by chat or email. Of course, you can always use alternative video conferencing tools. One advantage that we have with this platform is that it's a private cloud. When you use WhatsApp video, FaceTime, Zoom, Hangouts, Skype, and so on, those are public cloud, which has advantages and disadvantages. One of the disadvantages is security. You just don't know if there's somebody interfering in your video communication or in the files that you're exchanging with someone through an upload and so on. Being a private cloud, this is a more secure environment. So this is important for a lawyer, for example. Might not be important for gaming. I live in Brazil. My two sons live in the Czech Republic, and sometimes we get in here and we play games. Especially now that I cannot go over and they cannot come over. I guess this is going to become the new normal for many activities. What else I wanted to show? Let me see if I can put here in the background a new content just for show purposes. Let me see a website of interest for business students. There's plenty of websites that have a simulation software. So throughout the semester, you need to build up a strategy, a marketing plan, launch a couple of products, do the entire P&L, financial projections, and so on. You maintain all the documentation in this room, and this room became, your project, your war room. You meet here anytime, and so on. Let me see. Doctors on Demand. No. Another website. Let me see. I wasn't prepared for this one. Okay. Well, I am originally from Argentina. Yeah, so I'm going to put you an Argentinian newspaper there while I look for something else so you don't get bored. You can actually put anything in the background, yeah? I'm not going to put the coronavirus map because it's pretty sad. But I've been having in another room, which we call the command center, where we link the police to the hospitals, to the fire departments, to the city authorities, to their rooms, and whenever needed, everybody joins in this room or in the command center room. You have the live TV on the icons. You have CNN, you have CBS, and you have whatever other live streaming. The dashboard from the Hopkins Hospital, showing the cases, and you make decisions on real time, face to face. You can put Google Maps in here and see, how we get there, where's the problem area, and so on. So flexibility is almost, limited by our capacity to innovate. Let's see. Does anyone have an idea, some suggestions, questions? How this could improve? We are planning to provide as low cost as possible. I cannot do it for free because I also have a cost, and this is a startup company, so we don't have the resources. But we can do it very, very inexpensive. To provide rooms for every teacher in the country, every student in the country, at less than the money that you would spend to go to school taking the public transportation, or less than the cost of a cup of coffee per day. You can have actually this, do your work, meet your friends, do your classes. Let me see. I'm actually going to put the dashboard from the global coronavirus from the John Hopkins Hospital. All right. I can also put an avatar here. Yeah, you can see my avatar, or I can share a glass of wine if anybody likes white wine. Yeah, or I can put a web page as well. Yeah, we can go to the movies and go watch a movie through my little icon, or I can put it in the background effectively. Let me see. We have a question here. This product definitely deserves seed funding. Is it on Product Hunt already? No, no, it's not on Product Hunt. We have actually been talking to some people that have connections to VCs. One of the concerns has been that seed money, the real seed money, is quite limited. No, especially nowadays, most VCs are looking to have already, a number of users, recurrent business, a growing curve, and so on. And it's less risk adverse, if you want, profile, especially in Latin America. You simply don't find early stage, very very early stage or seed funding. No, but in Product Hunt, I think that they're looking for something already that has taken off. No, we have few clients. This last 2 weeks has been crazy because everybody realized, oh, no, this can actually be much more productive than simple video conferencing platform for home office purposes. No, because I can integrate my tools, my emails, my WhatsApp, and join people in. And this also has a permanent link. So this is my room, just like my email address. No, it doesn't change. So I can use this link for my email signature. I can put it into a little button in my website, or I can put it in my Facebook and social networks. People click and they come in here, and I can choose that the room is closed, password protected, or open or not, and so on. The timing for this is great. I know the timing is great. We are not 100% ready for scalability. The product is ready for scalability, but there's some processes that we are still struggling, like training. This is not a ready to go solution. You need to format it the way you want it, or the way it makes sense to you. And even though we have some tutorial videos in the website, in the YouTube page of We2Video, it's only in English. So for my Spanish speaking or German speaking or whatever speaking audience, we have not had enough time and arms to put together the frequently asked questions in multiple languages and so on. Because we cannot do this type of trainings every day for hundreds and thousands of people every day. We could, I guess, but anyways, yes, the timing is good, and this is also why we have arranged this initial session, with people that have some creativity, that might be interested in starting to talk about it, use it, train. We're having a promotion now. If you go into the first icon, and you sign up, just sign up with that form that's in there. It says We2Video feedback. We'll send you a complimentary room, but you're going to have to start working on it. We'll send you a few codes that you just copy paste and so on. But the idea would be really to get people involved in in providing solutions. So that we can deploy them to as many schools as possible, so that we can make our small contribution to this catastrophic situation that we're living. If we're hosting or setting up a classroom, would there be potential templates to set up the page? I think this could help customize the page. Yes, I do have. I should have had that video ready to go, but we do have a few videos that show how to customize in a easy way, how to use the customization features. The main challenge is you need to have a little bit of coding knowledge. Not knowledge, because, for example, when you go to YouTube and you press the button share, no, there's another option that says embed. Instead of share the link, you just click on it and it gives you a code. You don't need to know coding. You just need to know how to copy and paste the code in here. And that's how you get a YouTube video or a YouTube channel or a playlist into an icon. No? Let me see. I had a small classroom video, virtual live events. Yes, I mean, I'll show you, I'll share with everyone, control copy. I go back here. If you open this link that I'm sharing at the moment, you know, that's a document that talks a little bit about the platform, the technology, the use cases, and it gives a whole bunch of examples, particularly on what you can do with the icons. Yeah, there's many platforms out there which are no code codes, no code codes. No, where you just go there and put, okay, I want this type of widget. You just put the link. No, if it was your website or whatever, and they create the code. You want it blue, you want it big, you want it like this, no, and without knowledge of coding, you can create some nice little widgets that you just copy paste and you put in here into the icons. No, for example, the calendar. There's this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth icon starting from the bottom. No, it says schedule a teacher appointment. Okay, this the Calendly tool. Many of you probably use it already and know about it, but they have a feature which is embedded in your site. No, so you just go there, click, and it copied into your clipboard the code, and you put it here, and it works. The process, if you want to try it there, just book a fake appointment with me. Yeah, I'm going to get an email. You're going to get an email confirmation. I have allocated the times that I'm available. No, so you can only book those times. And if my calendar is booked, it'll show us not available and so on. No, so this is quite convenient for, you know, if you need an appointment with someone, anyone, a teacher, a doctor, your sales associate at the bank or whatever it might be. No. Let's see. We have Jane. Jane is here with I don't recognize the flag. Where are you from, Jane? We have Raul. Raul, I think, is coming in from India. Is that correct, Raul? Yes. Kurosh, Michael, David. Anyways, so Kiel, our digital Viking here who has coordinated this, is there? Do you want to come in as a visual person by including the code? Okay, just you know the password. Get out of the room and come back in with the password. Oh, from the Netherlands. Okay, Yanni, is that correct? Oh, sorry, you're a man. Okay, Yanni. Okay, actually my nephew is called Jan. Jan, he's from Finland. Yeah, I'm from Rahul from the US. Okay, because this morning I was in a conference call with an Indian team, and one of the guys was Rahul, also spelled with an H. Yeah. Okay, there we have our digital Viking coming in. Hi there, how are you?
Hey, good.
Give me a break about talking. Talk a little bit, please.
Yeah, cool. Hey, thanks everyone for joining, and thanks to Ed for running this. So, you know, a couple of observations, right? You know, it's sometimes harder to just chat versus video. So maybe, well, let me ask this for the people that are on the line. Is anyone interested in either another demo, or I don't know if if you see potential in it for your fellow students or teachers? So if you think that's of interest, just put a yes or your email in the chat box, right? And then, you know, Ed can follow up with you. But the idea here was to see if you think there is value in this platform versus what you may already be using at your school, whether it's Zoom or some other platform. So that's kind of like the idea. So you can provide some feedback in the chat box, or just reach out and say, hey, I would like to learn more, and perhaps bring some other students or even a teacher. Anyway, I think we'll leave it at that. But appreciate everyone taking a few minutes of your weekend to do this. So we're here to help. That's from my perspective. I'm volunteering my time. I'm also trying to help Ed and Enrique with their startup, obviously, but in general, I'm just volunteering and trying to drive their business. But the optimal model would be that you would get a free classroom, that we could find a model where it could be funded by someone, so you or your teacher or your school don't have to pay for it. But anyway, think of it as 99 cents an hour. Just think of it as like, you know, 99 cents an hour for education, if you will, if you were to pay for it. So anyway, that's all I want to say, but thanks again.
I will put my, let me see, Edward at we2video.com if you want to send over the email to your school, or you know, to someone that might know how to contribute to making this initiative that Kiel has initiated, no, to try to bring us to as many schools and students as possible a virtual environment that goes a little bit beyond just, you know, sharing the screen or uploading a presentation, that it's multimedia, that it's collaborative, interactive, no? Yeah, we're ready to deploy this thing. This is a cloud-based, so if we need 1,000, we'll do 1,000. If we need 1,000,000, we'll put up 1,000,000 rooms in the cloud, no? And so on. Good. I like to see how a designer could learn to maximize your resources. Okay, just send me an email. We can set up a little session. I'm also interested in designers, you know, with their knowledge, with creativity, to give us ideas on, you know, how to improve our icons for, you know, for productivity gains, for experiences, solutions, and so on. So that's great. That's great, Koresh.
Yeah. One question here. One of the problems from David I always have is the anxiety over starting to use an online service. It just seems overwhelming to really learn how to use a service effectively. Yeah. Not just anxiety. I don't know if we can help with that per se. It's more, I don't know, to put it in dramatic terms these days specifically, it's necessary, right? I mean, schools are closing, so how do you ensure that education continues as much as effectively as possible in an uninterrupted manner without having the school be open, right? So you know, a digital service is probably the only way to go, and then it gets down to which one works for you and financially and technically and otherwise. So so I don't know if we can help with the anxiety as much as here are some of the rails that we think you need. You need an online platform. You need your classroom, right? And here are the rails that you can customize it to your environment, to your school, to your content. And so I'm a big believer in Rails, but because then you can customize it as much as possible. So I don't know if that answers your question completely, but yeah, anxiety I can't help you with, but we can help you with maybe choosing.
I mean, the platform can be initiated no, with a room without complexity. The complexity which drives the anxiety afterwards perhaps comes with, how do I customize my icons? In order to use the platform, you don't need to know any of this. If you just want video conferencing feature with up to 8 people, no, you can just put in the background is a plain color, that's it, or you can put an image, and that's it. No? Now we also provide in a homemade way codes. So codes that will send you through email in an Excel spreadsheet. And you just copy paste them, and that gives you the basics. It'll give you the pop-up feature of your Google Gmail accounts and your WhatsApp if you have web WhatsApp and so on. No, and then with time you start getting understanding, because it's not. I learned. I mean, I spent my entire life working in the insurance industry, nothing to do with technology. What I was doing, no, and one day I came into this world, and now I do coding myself. I learned myself. There's a few websites that they just make it so simple to learn coding. It's not complex. You just need to have the willingness and the time as well. I think this is where designer can be helpful to create a simple end product that reduces the anxiety for people who don't feel comfortable with technology. Absolutely. I think people my age or above probably won't appreciate having to work on their own solution. We all like the solution to be ready to go. I agree, but this is my vision is that we are moving towards a new digital lifestyle, and with this type of teleportals, if you want, which are proprietary to each one of the users, just like an email account. This can be your everyday place for entertainment. Because you can embed live streaming platforms, so you can watch a football game or a baseball game with your buddies here. You can study here, because if your professor is just streaming from some other platform, you just get the link from them and you stream it into your room. You bring in your 2 or 3 friends to join you in the classroom. You can go shopping here. You can just look for your next laptop with somebody that understands a little bit better about gaming laptops and so on, and on a face-to-face gives you advice. No, that one's too big, or whatever it might be. Travel. There's every day more and more 4K quality videos done by drones, done by 360 cameras. You can visit Asia, visit London, whatever might be, through here with a friend. So yeah, a new digital lifestyle is and with 5G coming up, the speed requirements of the internet is not going to be an issue anymore. Today we still have certain issues, latency, and it freezes and so on. It happens to everybody with any tool. It's our internet. But in couple of years from now, we'll be able to download a 2-hour movie in half a second. Okay, I also am a developer. I work mostly with back technologies such as Node.js. Okay, you're going to have a ball here, Raul, because this is exactly what I mean. You're even more. You're beyond what we need here. You can integrate API on the right side, on the right sidebar. That's the place to integrate permanent features. On the left is just icons that you put and take and change and so on. On the right, they're permanent. So if you wanted to integrate, a banking solution for a fintech, that's a permanent button on the right. It's already integrated with the back end of the account, the management features. Okay, that's where you do it. You need a little bit more of knowledge on coding and so on. What does the student here think? Can you see this as a classroom option? Would this be a cool classroom?
Well, that was me asking the group.
Yeah. And we have a Aniket here. I think for educational uses needs to be simpler for a teacher to use. Yes, this is something that requires a bit of preparation from the teacher. Once you get a hold of it, you prepare your class with multimedia content. This can be really fun. No, for example, I'll show you through the chat, which is a multimedia chat, a video. Yeah, so just click on that video that I've sent on the chat. It's very short, and it shows a teacher, no, in a specially prepared room. No, so he also has an assistant, because what I was doing, changing things while talking, you lose concentration. No, so if you have somebody supporting you, that does not have to be in the same room, it can be somewhere else. No? That can make the experience much more fun. But the teachers need to get trained. No, get on the digital train as well. Well, one of the criticisms to online teaching has been that yes, we're using digital tools to teach the same things we have been teaching for the last 100 years, no, with the same approach. It's just in another environment, which is the cloud and so on. No? We need to find other ways of teaching as well. No, the traits that we need going forward. No, the cycles are much shorter. Everything is moving just so much faster. No, we need to have other capabilities. Artificial intelligence is going to replace many of the tasks that we are studying today. No, I have a few friends of my kids. They're starting to study careers that we already know today that they will disappear. And I tell them, no, don't do that. No, just think. No, all this is going to be eventually replaced by machines, by artificial intelligence, and so on. There's no point in studying that, and schools are still teaching those careers. No? Anyways, it's a challenge. I think someone would need to set it for the teachers. So that, yes, actually, we're talking today, or this whole week, we've been talking to universities around Latin America, and the setup that we are suggesting is, that there is an IT area at every university. They need to take over. They need to leave it ready to go for the teachers not to have to deal with this. No, but the teachers need to understand that they can actually use educational videos and platforms. No, for somebody else to integrate, that's fine, but that they have the capabilities of leveraging all this content. There's billions of websites and tools and things for free. They're out there available. No, that could make a learning experience much more effective, much more fun, much more engaging, no? For free. So if we have teams of people inside the university searching and supporting the teachers to use these things. But I agree. Okay, I think we need to get going. I think I like the ability to interact from both the student and teacher. In school, we're using Zoom for some of our classes. It's a little bit difficult to use in class like math. Yes. No, I tell you one thing. Here, I'm going to do a last integration in the background. Yeah, but check this out. This is something that you cannot. I think I don't use Zoom, but I frame it, and I'm going to put here. No, an Excel spreadsheet. No, this can be a PowerPoint. This can be a Word document, and we're all going to be working on the same document. And if I want to teach math, I'll put my whiteboard, show you the calculations, as if it was a chalkboard. No, it might help. No? Okay, so there you have an Excel spreadsheet. If somebody wants to change the color, do something.
I would like to change the color.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oops, I just lost there. Oh, what's happening now? Let's see, color here.
Get the idea.
Yellow. Yeah, there you go. The first row now it's in yellow. Everybody sees it in yellow. Anyways, okay. I think I hope that you enjoyed the solution, the platform. I hope that we can rely on some of your contacts and some of your ideas. You have my email. You can come back into this room. I am going to remove now the password so that you can actually come in and face to face if you want to bring in someone for a quick chat inside of the room, as opposed to being invisible. Yeah, and again, on the first icon on the left, the exclamation mark there, if you fill out the form, send it. We'll send you a free room, and we'll provide the initial support to start customizing them. Yeah.
Great, and thanks Aniket for getting on and bringing a couple of friends with you. So appreciate it, and thanks to the rest of you as well.
Turn on screen so I can interact with this. Really interesting, indeed. All right, thank you very much. Have a good afternoon. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Any last minute questions or before we drop off? Awesome. You have Ed's email. Okay.
All right. Have a good weekend and stay safe. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Ed.
Bye-bye.